Tanny Cooks here. Today we're going to make Parmesan roasted green beans and potatoes, so let's get to cooking. These are basic ingredients. I have some fancy green beans, garlic cloves, and red potatoes, and these are the seasonings, as well as Parmesan cheese, and then my station to dry off my potatoes. So the first thing I'm going to do is wash my potatoes in some water and white vinegar. White vinegar is my go-to solution for cleaning my vegetables. It's actually great for a lot of things around the house and is non-toxic. You can use a brush if you have a vegetable brush, but these were pretty clean already, so I just rub them with my hands, and then I'm going to rub them again with a paper towel to make sure they're all the way dry and there's no dirt left on them. I like these little red potatoes. You could use russet potatoes and just cut them down to size if you don't have red potatoes. And for these size, I'm just going to cut them in half. If your potatoes are bigger, then you can cut them into more pieces. If you want your pieces really little, then you can cut them that way. Their eyes are growing on some of these potatoes, so I'm just going to cut that piece off. It wouldn't be that pleasant to chew on. So I just inspect my potatoes as I give them a slice. This cut side is very important. It's the side that's going to caramelize and crisp up. So you definitely want to make sure you at least cut your potatoes once as opposed to using them whole for this particular recipe. So now I'm just going to put them in my 13 by 9 pan, and I'm going to season them now. So I turned them all up, cut side up. And so I'm using avocado oil. You could use olive oil or grapeseed oil. And then I'm adding some salt. And then I add my basic seasonings, garlic powder, onion powder. This is light salt, so it has a 50% less sodium, as well as black pepper. And complete seasoning by Badia. I get this bottle. You can get it from Amazon. I have a link in the description box below this video. And then I'm just going to massage the seasonings into the potatoes with the oil to make sure each potato is well coated in seasoning. And this is how it looks. It's so beautiful and fragrant already. So I put them in the oven at 425 degrees until they were golden brown. It took about 20-25 minutes in my oven. You'll notice some are darker than the others, and I like it that way because I like the difference in texture. The green beans are going to cook in the same pan with the potatoes that have already been cooking. So these potatoes will cook even longer to get soft and tender all the way through the inside. Now I'm adding up my chopped garlic cloves. I use about 3 or 4, and I'm just going to stick them in the oven. After about 5 or so minutes of the green beans cooking, I'm going to mix them all around in the pan to make sure the garlic flavor gets all over the potatoes and the green beans. And look at that. After about 25 more minutes, you'll notice the potatoes are fork tender. My fork goes all the way through them. If you want them all to be caramelized, put the cut side down on your pan, and that will help them to crisp up. And look at how beautiful that is. So now I'm just going to add a little bit more seasoning. I'm going to add some garlic powder, because remember, we didn't season the green beans. We only seasoned the potatoes. So I'm adding the same seasonings to the green beans. You could have done this before you roasted the green beans, but I didn't want them to get too dark with this seasoning on them. So I'm just adding it now. And now it's time for the Parmesan cheese. This is already pre-grated cheese. I'm just sprinkling a few ounces, maybe half the bag, 4 ounces. Parmesan adds a nice nutty flavor to any recipe. And once that melts after about 5 minutes, look at that, y'all. Parmesan roasted garlic, green beans, and potatoes. This is so delicious. A beautiful side dish to accompany any meal. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel.